What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over a pro tip on offense that will make it extremely hard for your opponents to stop you in Madden 18. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's up, guys? Like I said, today I'm going to be going over an extremely effective pro tip on offense that will help take your game to the next level. Now, this was a video I was already planning on doing, but now it's even better because EA just implemented the new Audibles on the fly feature with the latest title update, which basically means that, you know, you can change your audibles for every formation in the game. I did a video on it. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked in the description below. Very good video. I definitely suggest checking that out. And we'll touch on using that a little bit later in this video, but first I'm just going to use a basic example that I was going to do before the feature came into play, because this was still a good tactic before the patch, but after this, you know, latest update, it's even better. So here we'll come out in the single back tight slots, halfback pitch. Most of you know about this, one of the best runs in the game. I'm sure you've seen this run a ton online. So on a basic level, I think most of you will understand this already, but I'm going to tell you how to make it even better. So let's just say you're running the toss. You know, you come out and you establish that this is your base play. You're going to come out in the toss. You're going to run it. You're going to force your opponent to play defense to stop this toss, because you have to set up defense specifically to stop this toss. But then when they do that, you can hit them with something else. So most people would think, okay, well, once I get them spread out on defense and setting up to stop the toss, then I can just audible, you know, to the halfback dive and get them up the middle. And that's definitely the right idea, and that's definitely something you should be doing. But to take this to a different level, I'm going to show you how to really make it tough. So let's just say, you know, you're hitting the toss, you're getting, you know, your 5 or so yards a run, you know, you're juking out there, you're getting extra yards, you're hitting them every play, getting at least about, you know, 5 yards a pop most plays, maybe more. And, you know, you're really getting them set up to stop this toss. Now, you can go to the dive some plays as well, because the dive is also, you know, still a very good run in Madden. I would argue the dive could be better than the toss. I love the halfback dive, especially out of this formation. But here's where you make it just so much more glitchier. So we're in the Bills playbook, for example, right now, which is a very underrated playbook. But now we're going to audible to a different formation. So the Bills have the gun bunch quads halfback draw, which I broke down on the channel recently. I'll link that in the description below if you didn't see that. This is a very glitchy QB draw, and this requires a completely different setup to stop than the halfback toss. You know, the toss and the dive are really good, you know, but most people have some type of defense to contain it now because it's been run so much and it's so popular. So if you're coming out in tight slots every play and you're hitting them with the pitch, you know, mixing the dive in, there's a lot of people that'll have a good base defense that maybe at least try to contain both. You know, they're going to set up defense to stop the toss, and they're going to try to manually stop the dive. And you still might have success on them, but then what happens when you audible to the QB draw out of bunch quads? This is just a whole nother problem, because this is such a glitchy QB sneak this year, especially if you're in MUT and you have like Michael Vick or somebody like that. You know, in regs you can use Tyrod Taylor or you know, Mariota, but Vick, you know, takes it to a different level. But the thing is, like, now you're forcing your opponent to have to defend so much by audibling to a different formation, because you have one of the glitchiest runs in the game, which is the halfback pitch. You know, such a tough run. Then you can audible to the wrong formation here, but you can audible to, you know, one of the other glitchiest runs in the game, which is the QB draw, and it just requires a whole different set of thinking, you know, and adjustments to stop. And then on top of that, I mean, this is a good passing formation too. You could audible to a pass out of this, and that is something that the pro players do so well. You'll notice they will, you know, they'll come out in the halfback pitch, they'll sit there for a minute, let you set up the defense. Like, I'm gonna let you go all out, set up your defense, do everything you can to, you know, stop everything that you think could be coming from this formation. And then just that quick, I'm into the QB draw this quick. I could be in a pass play as well, you don't know, but just that quickly I'm into that, and there is no way you can set up a whole new defense in time. You gotta hope, what just happened right there, you gotta hope for a block shed, or else you're gonna be toast. And that is just something that a lot of, you know, beginners or people that aren't as advanced, they don't realize about the game. That is something you can do to, you want to have as many glitchy or, you know, overpowered plays at your arsenal at any given time, to force your opponent to have to respect so many things at once, and then you're just playing mind games with them. So let's look at a different example. Now I'm going to be in the Browns playbook on this side, and what we're going to do is go into single back ace, and we are going to actually change our audibles by pressing the left trigger or L2. We're going to change some audibles here. So instead of quick slants, we'll go with the 0-1 trap. Instead of the dive here, we are going to put the wide receiver quick. Instead of the shallow cross, we're going to put the counter. And now we're going to go over here to the deuce close, and we're going to change these audibles as well. We're going to put the stretch in here. Oh wait, I accidentally did the wrong thing there. But that's neither here nor there. We can just show it right here. So let's say you come out and deuce close every play. You're coming out in the halfback wham, and you're just popping them with the halfback wham, one of the best runs in the game. You're going to have to set up a defense specifically to stop the halfback wham. But now, because we're able to change our audibles, now we can audible to wide receiver quick. Another one of the glitchiest runs in the game that requires a very specific setup to stop. Now you have wide receiver quick at your disposal, and of course I kind of got stonewalled there, but it's just showing like what you can do. They have to respect the halfback wham, and then in a click of a button they got to respect the wide receiver quick too, to either side of the field. Like, that is just something that will drive opponents absolutely nuts. You will force them, you know, and of course I'm running the wide receiver quick like a moron here, but if you've watched any gameplay, you know how deadly this run is. You're forcing them to have to defend so many tough plays at one time. And what else is really good is, that a lot of people don't know, is to stop the wide receiver quick, the best way to stop it is cover 4, but what really does a great job at cover 4s is the counter. And this Cleveland playbook has the halfback counter strong, which I broke down on the channel a few days ago. A really, really good run. And if they're in cover 4 and you pull out this counter, you are going to absolutely destroy them. So if you've been running halfback wham, and then you audible to wide receiver quick, and then you get them in a cover 4 because they're trying to stop wide receiver quick, but then this time you come out in the counter instead, and the counters absolutely destroy cover 4s, you're just giving them so much to have to worry about. And this is how you take your offense to that next level, to that next tier, when you can put together as many plays at your disposal at one time to make your opponent have. It's just a complete guessing game. Is he going to run the wham? Is he going to run wide receiver quick? Is he going to run the counter? Is he going to run a pass play? Just like in the other example, is he going to stick in this formation and run the toss, or is he going to audible up to the QB sneak? I don't know what he's going to run. If you implement this into your offense, you're going to make it just a nightmare for anybody you play. And at that point, you just have to execute. Execution is the biggest thing at the end of the day, but giving yourself as many great plays at your disposal that you can use to trick your opponent, man, like, you're not going to make it easy on them if you do that. So definitely implement this into your game. Like I said, check the description for the links to those other videos if you haven't seen them yet. Those will help you, better understand some of the stuff I'm talking about in this video. And as always, if you found this video helpful, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.